Today is one of the more fun days because we get to work on what I think is the most fun, which is the graphics. Second most fun. Most fun would be audio, but check this out. Like little things like this make all the difference. This one's already live, and it's the only one that's live. And the way that I'm approaching this is by having an entire studio, basically, where I can continue to generate more things. So this time we're just getting straight into it, no introductions. Check this out. So this is basically a desktop app, localhost CRUD thing, CRUD app situation going on. It doesn't have the browser because I just made it a desktop app. I can double click it, and it has all of the assets. So this here is the current lineup of warriors that you can choose. Very nice. I think I did show it off yesterday, but it wasn't implemented. Now it is. It's live, and I'll show you the game in a bit. So stay tuned, and if you're new to the chat and you're just watching this for the first time, it's a typing game. We've gone over it in other streams. We'll go over it again, and I'm looking for suggestions, improvements, game mechanic ideas, and today especially, which is the first day for this, design ideas. Like, what do you think? Does it look cool or not? Purely visual. No audio yet. We're not there. We're not at that stage. But yeah, so this is the current lineup. You have the creeps, and those are the ones that come to you, or the bosses that come to you in the waves. I should add not just the bosses, and that's one of the things I'll probably add today, later on in the stream, once I'm done explaining. But yeah, these are two of the bosses that approach you. The Royal Guard is the most basic boss. He just walks around. He has 3 HP. The Lumberjack will throw a log at you, and you have to jump over it. And it doesn't look cool right now, but it will once we add a couple of things to it. The trinkets, that's going to be the main mechanic. This is your loadout. You get to choose which trinkets you have, and this page is most likely going to be extremely full. Like, it's just going to scroll down forever because I'll continue endlessly. Maybe not endlessly, but for a very long period of time as I'm building this thing, as it's live, updating and adding new trinkets. And that's the main thing. You get to collect trinkets, you get to trade trinkets. They determine how you play, and some trinkets only work on some skins, basically the warrior types. So you can see, for example, right now there's only a devastation type trinket and a crowd, basically crowd control type trinket, and they work only on the damage and the control type. 4 buffer type has no trinkets yet, but we'll make them soon. And then you have this, which is arguably, potentially, the main focus for today, which is how does it look like, or what does it look like, I should say, when you fail or succeed at a word. So you type the word, you make a typo, it dissipates like this, shatter. So this is the one that's live, and I'll show you in game what it looks like. This one I really liked, crumble, which is why it's in the final drafts section. Definitely going to use it. And then down here, they just kind of look, I don't know, you let me know. Doesn't it look a little forced, like AI generated? Like this one, maybe not so much. It could work, but this one seems like very, I don't know, like geometry, like it was done using pure math by computers, because the top area here actually does disperse, the bottom area not so much. I don't know, it just feels like maybe either it needs improvement or it gets scrapped. I don't know. This one maybe, but I haven't decided. This one I like, the crumble. Pure taste, by the way. This is one of those things where it's probably going to be a lot more just depending on the individual. Hi, Peppermint. Welcome. What do you think? Do you like this one? I like it a lot. Do you like this one? Which is the current live one. I'll show you. I'll go live right now in the game because it's deployed right now. And what do you think about those other ones? But yeah, and then finally, you got the rules. So this is really more just for the mechanics of the game, to make sure that everything works correctly. So I might as well put it all in the studio. And what I plan on doing really is syncing the studio with the live deployment. And the way that it will work if I do this all correctly is I can actually change things within the studio. I can click things around, maybe click a save button, and then it updates the actual game. I've never done this before, so I don't know. I just came in, mate. Check this out, mate. Look, this is the game. Keywars.io. I should probably share my screen. I'm still working on it, but it's pretty far along. Prod. It's far along enough that if you want, you can join. You can try it out. You go live, and I finally fixed the scroll issue. Even though it was a game, that it was scrolling and it was very annoying. When you click space, it goes down. So yeah, I'm just typing to get the warriors to stop attacking. Look. Castle. Bone. Dusk. And look what happens when I do the fail. You saw how it failed? That's basically what I'm working on today, is the design side of things. And you got some cooldowns. Got some issues or some abilities that are on cooldown. You can't use these because you're not high enough level. You have to level up. Tower. Oath. Siege. Gale. I feel like people are going to be very frustrated. Like, this game is not for everyone. People who can't type fast or fast enough are going to hate this game. And people who basically pride themselves on their typing or just genuinely want to practice and get better are going to love this game. Loot. Nice. Strike. My friend, who doesn't type that fast in English, he's fast in Arabic, hates this game already. Oh, I almost forgot that the mechanic for the jump fails. Oh no, I'm losing. All right, there we go. That's my it's my score, level 3. I made it to level 3. I mean, let me actually make sure right now that I fixed the mechanic. Because I just added an update which caused a bug. Like, of course it does. You can add some type of animation when we pass. Just my recommendation. Yes, like a victory animation. True. Like every stage, you get like a nice reward. Let's do that. Let's do that today, actually. I'll send this prompt in and then add more victory celebration animation today. And by the way, this is gonna be like this is like a rough draft. So victory celebration. This is a rough draft. So basically, what I really want to make sure works for this victory celebration animation that I'll add, peppermint, is just that it all works. Like the timing is correct. More important than the actual visual right now is just the timing, the space that it occupies, the size, and just the overall theme. Because later on I can come in and change it again and make minimal changes to get it to look just right, more on brand within the theme. Hi, Shonifari, welcome back. So yeah, that's the focus of today. I put it in the description, like I want to make sure that things fit. If I were to add audio, not adding any audio yet, but I think that's what's gonna make or break the game. Because whenever I watch videos or play games, just anything with a lot of visual movement, if it's synced properly with the audio, it feels tactile. You know what I mean? Like it feels like when you click the button, it's responsive just because of the audio, even when there's lag. and there's delay. Even when it's actually not that tactile, in other words, really quick and just touch and go, it still feels like it is. And so I actually really, I might not do audio on stream because we got OBS. I have this microphone. Oh, I almost accidentally shut off my camera. I got, I got this microphone. I got a whole thing going on. You want to make sure that you don't get like a feedback loop between the audio and the microphone. It's a whole thing that I need to do. But the visual things, definitely live on stream. Oh, Meme Gyan. Hello. Check this out. Check this out. I think you guys just joined. This is now a thing we have. Like, these are implemented. If you choose the control type and you type CC, it freezes everyone for 3 seconds. If you choose Yalla, basically, if you choose the damage guy, Yalla means like, in Arabic, it's like, let's go, you know? And so when it comes and you hit it, you get hit. Oh, Bridge Mind AI, thank you. And then when you choose buff, you got +1 armor. And all team, oh yeah, and everyone, it refreshes in 30 seconds. So everyone gets plus armor. This one looks really bad right now. Obviously, this is going to be fixed. But I might as well show you the little things that AI does wrong. If you want to join the lobby, by the way, welcome. Is that the real Bridge Mind? Almost at 100K subscribers. If it is, congrats, bro. All right, what was I gonna show? Yeah, so this is gonna be called lobby. Lobby is what it's called. You go to keywars.io, then you can join. And I'm gonna choose the buff skill, and I want you guys to see the armor that it adds. I want you to see the armor that it adds because the color is wrong. And that's something that I was very okay with because I was building the foundation. So when you're building the foundation for whatever it is that you're building first, you should be okay with the little things until you set it all up. One of the things, for example, is using railway, setting up railway. And railway was down, or wasn't completely down, but there were some issues, like an incident report. They had some issues with their servers yesterday and the day before that. And so from a foundational level, I'm thinking maybe I go onto a dedicated server. And yesterday, this happened yesterday, somebody from the chat was like, I can show you everything. Yeah, Bridgman real one. And he did. Right after the chat, I got on Discord with him. He shared his screen. He told me basically, like, you need to do your dedicated server, rent a server. It's much cheaper. You have full control. You own your own data. So this is what I mean by foundational level stuff. Like, that's the focus. If you can do that, then it all works better, you know? Once you set that up, then you can focus on the little things, like changing the little armor. Might as well show you. Nobody joined yet. I'll show you what I mean. So this, the way that it looks right now, when I add an armor, so I'll just do the slash buff. So I'm typing slash buff. So it adds this little armor thing. It doesn't really look like armor, plus for some reason, depending on the color, it gets the color right sometimes and wrong sometimes. So these are the sorts of fixes for today. Oh, I added this. It shows you who's in first place. Oh. This just looks ugly, if I'm being honest. The fact that it's on the left, face, action, skin. I'm thinking, like, I want this, like, the arrows to be on the left and right. Maybe have some animations. They switch around. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Oh, renting is a good... What are you guys saying? Renting is a good idea, and yeah, it doesn't cost that much. Yeah, I learned about that yesterday, that there's a difference between a shared server, like when you just share. Basically, the way the guy explained it to me yesterday, his name's Alex. He was like, "Look, have you watched Silicon Valley?" Like, what? He just stopped because I kept asking questions that I guess were wrong. He's like, "Did you watch Silicon Valley?" I was like, "Yes." He's like, "Okay, remember that episode when he was talking about the box?" I was like, "Yes, I remember that episode." He was like, "That's what you're getting. You're getting a box. It's your box." I was like, "Oh." So it's like a virtual machine. He's like, "No, no, no. No, no." And he told me the difference between the box and the virtual machine. With the virtual machine, you're locked into their system. Like if they have Windows, you have Windows. With the box, you can do whatever you want with it. And he made the argument, not really just by telling me these things, and that's where the distinction lies when I get tips. Right, I'm asking for tips all the time. Is when you show me, and he showed me. He literally clicked on his structure, and he's successful. Like he clients involved. You know what I mean? Don't want to get too deep into all those details, but he showed me everything, and he built a lot, like, and all of it's vibe coded. I don't know if you can say vibe coded. Like maybe it's a bit more like, because now you're getting into engineering and system architecture. It's not, you're just not making a CRUD app, or you're not just making a CRUD app on your computer playing around. No, he has a whole system, custom MCPs. I didn't even know that was an option. Now I know. You know, all those doors open when you make Claude connect to a server like that. So the one I got is in Singapore. I bought myself a box, and I was prompting Claude. I was like, "Look, I want a box. I want this box to be my box." And then I started to use the actual technical terms just to convey the sentiment. Sometimes it helps with large language models when you do that. I'm getting very inspired by you. Little vibe code games now. That's good. Alex, I did it. I bought the one in Singapore. It's processing now. So I have to wait, and I'm gonna have Ubuntu on it. So Linux is happening. Earlier, like I don't know how many days ago it was, somebody was saying, "Why are you on Windows?" Now I can say I'm not. Technically, I still am, but I'm not. I also have Linux. What are you going to work on today? I was thinking we could work on design. Like you guys help me, because you guys are the user base. What do you like? What don't you like? So this is what I'm working on right now. This exists. So when you do a typo, if you played the game before, you realize that you get locked into a word, which is extremely annoying, and then you just stay behind the other person. And then if there's like a slow person typing and you can't see your word, which is trapped, and you're trapped behind them, you just sit there and wait, and you're like, "Come on, come on, come on." Which on one hand for gaming is fun because you can just, it creates a little bit of a little bit of anger, frustration between the team, which is good. But it was too much. It was just too much. So now there's a shatter. So if you do a typo, it shatters, and then you can lock onto a new word. And that's basically what we're working on. We're working on the design. This one exists already. This one I like. It's a final draft. You can see here. It says final draft, right? But I didn't implement it yet. And then these ones, I don't know why, they just look robotic. They look AI somehow. I don't know exactly what it is, but this section here is rough drafts, and we either scrap them or we just throw them away. Well, I guess that's the same thing. What machine you rented, what specs it has. Add chests I can collect while going on the run. That can unlock something, power-ups you can use against difficulty. Yep, that's the foundation for that is already there. Like we have the chest as situation exists, but I haven't done the animation for it. It's over here, the war chest. And it's one of those things that we should design for now. Like we should actually start designing how it's going to look including, by the way, like the overall look of this. Like the table, for example, doesn't look like a table. This is the table. When you trade your items, like you drop it on the table, it looks AI. It look, like this is what AI would find very efficient because it reads all the things, you know? I want it to look more like a game. Regarding specs, let me see if I can just pull it up for you, actually. I'm gonna OBH. It's called Rise 1, and I was thinking, like, let me just get a good server. It doesn't necessarily have to be the ultimate server, but it's mine. It's my box. Not gonna lie, that box argument is a good argument. Hold on. Where's... Alright, I'm just logging in. You guys can see my box specs too. And then we can ask Alex even more questions. Is this good? Is this bad? Either way, it's decided. Like I'm gonna go with this one. If I do upgrade or downgrade in the future, then actually things, like if it's bad, I should know, right? But I should set it up first. Oh, we got an idea, Mingyan. Just a sec. Let me see if I can. If I need to write some or do code stuff. We got some two-factor authentication. Oh, seriously, this is hold on, y'all. It's telling me sign up a new account. I don't want to do that. You know what? Actually, I think I can just ask Claude because I already have it configured to not share information. Yeah, configured. I like that word. What's the OVH server I rented? What are the specs? My chat is asking. I have a chat now. That's fun. Alright, while that's happening, let me check what Meme Gyan's idea was. This could be a bigger game, and one of the levels inside should be like this, like a snake and a ladder type gameplay as a base. And inside many games, like some shooter words, space things. That fits with another idea I had, which is I was going to do different levels where there's different words. So what you're saying is basically make it more like dungeons. Like you go to this dungeon, you go to that dungeon for those different levels and have like an overview structure of where you're going. That's a good idea. Actually, I'm so deep into the technicals of the game and stuff that I didn't even cross my mind. But that is something I should probably do soon because it will inform some of the decisions. I'm thinking of this game. What's that game called? There's a game that's a card game that has that, and they managed to do it with cards. So definitely you can do things like that. I like the idea, like on the game side. The leaderboard should not be elo based like number. It should be a division based, I would say. One thing I'm worried about when it comes to leaderboards, global leaderboard type stuff, is a game like this will definitely be like this is just going to happen people are gonna cheat. Okay, and when I was testing, like to make sure everything is synced, I basically had AI using Playwright. Now I know it's called Playwright, but using my version that my extension that triggers the Playwright feature, type both with the DOMs. Okay, so I was typing on two sides just to make sure everything's synced. So easy to do, which means that people are going to cheat, and the global leaderboards are just not going to be fair. So how do I set it up in a way where people can see their score versus their friend's score? I was thinking words per minute somehow, but I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Can I share something I'm working on here? Sure. You mean like a link? Uh, can you is it like done enough that if you type it, I can go online? Like, does it have a URL? Oh, you got a powerful machine over there, man. How much you pay? $20, $30? I think it's like $80, something like that. But it's not just for keywords. Like, bro, you put me down a rabbit hole. Like yesterday, after our conversation, I went down the road. Okay, and I realized that I did the math. I checked the costs that all my other projects, because I have another project as well that's live. Buyabigboat.com it's called, and it's for like trading. It's basically a wrapper. You can, with a rag, a bunch of custom tool calling, you can draw things on the chart like for trading, and then the chat sees it, or you can tell the chat to draw things on the chart for you. Those sorts of things. That's live, and I'm paying for that as well. Also, other like silly projects that I have going on, like a lot of things that I have online with that's dispersed with all of these different places, and I use basically this is my way of unifying everything. Trifecta. This here, this skill it contains all of my different MCPs, APIs, these sorts of things. And there's a lot going on with it. Like there's a lot going on, lots of rules, structures. You have to have really good indexing if you want to do this correctly. That would be much more efficient if it was one place that I have most of my things. I'm gonna migrate everything to that computer, that server, that box. Yeah, I'm gonna have a box, except the buyabigboat.com website, because that's already live with payment systems, and it is a B word to get the because in Kuwait there's a lot of strong bank regulation stuff. Makes sense. Like a bunch of high net worth individuals, they want to have good banks, strong banks, you know. And so getting that payment system, not Stripe. Like Stripe is even Stripe payments. You can't just pull your money whenever you want. Getting the permits, the licenses, all these things was very difficult, and I don't want to risk it until I'm absolutely sure that this new server functions like for maybe a month or two. Then I move everything because we don't know if it's gonna work or not. I mean, Alex, you probably do because you did it, but I don't. I don't know. So gotta leave that for later. Um, I'm saying this because I'm not good at typing. My friend was telling me like, don't add too many things. Like, don't add too many things. I don't want to type. Make it fun. Like, but it is fun. But then I realized, depending on whether or not you type fast, it's gonna determine how fun it is for you. So if I do add, you're right. I should add. No, no, you're absolutely right, because like if I had mini games in different modes that don't require too much typing, then you can make it to further levels. You can level up. Maybe you're at a disadvantage, but you have a much higher chance of actually making it to the different things. I didn't write structure down. That's right. Structured. Dungeon. Dungeon is gonna remind me, so I'm just gonna write dungeon style map. And then I'm gonna put a little arrow thing to add to the idea what you just said. Mini games easy farming. So you can win, well, not win, but you can get a lot of, you can basically get trinkets and these sorts of things by farming without having to do all the really extra difficult stuff. I can give you a hand to get it secured. That's the most important thing out of all. Yeah. I actually would really like you to check it out once I set it up to see if it is secure or not. That would really help me. And thank you, by the way, again. Hello, Yusuf. FixMap's website got updated. Could you check it out? I need someone else's opinion. Also watch the video. I do want to focus today more on the design stuff. So maybe like towards the end of the stream, we'll check out FixMap. But let's stay on track for now. But I am interested. So if you want, but if anyone wants to go now, I'll put the FixMap GitHub in the chat, and maybe someone else will check it out. And what FixMap is basically is Lego Geek's deterministic solution for mapping out a bunch of bugs and these sorts of things. Yes. FixMap GitHub repo. Oh, there it is. You know what graphics could be awesome for the game? The Fall Guy type graphics. Ah, you mean like the way that heroes are felled? That's the term I made. Like you get felled, because I don't want to say killed and die. Because probably, especially as the geopolitical situations of the world, you know, rise, those sorts of words are just going to be arbitrarily censored. It's kind of a weird little thing to think about, but that's why I changed the term. I made it felled. Like you get, you know, like you fall. It's not a real word, but everyone knows it. Makes sense. So you're saying animations for the felling. We'll call it the felling. The felling. Ooh. Ooh, different different types of creeps. Like bosses have different fall animations. Felling animations unique to each boss. I think only the bosses should have that. And what's nice is I already have the foundational elements set up for that. And I'll show you what I mean. So I have the bosses now. If I click on one of the bosses, like the lumberjack, for example, I can very easily generate all sorts of animations for the lumberjack. Like, for example, this is him breathing. Idle breathing is called. Him walking, right? Jump. Victory cheer. This is so annoying. Like, you see his hands? It's supposed to switch. It's supposed to switch. Like when your hands like this and then you go like this, the shirt block is down and the hand block is up, but the hand just kind of goes up with no switch. It's these little things. These little things. AI just for some reason will never get it. The head scratching. If you, it's like, what are you scratching like this? Your arm is coming. You know what I mean? Little things. But yeah, I can add the animations there. This is adorable. The stomp. That's adorable. Sure, I gotta go leave the 30 minutes. But thanks a lot. No worries. I go. You keep it up. Suggestion for the game. can't this skill be used with numbers instead of slash commands? I just couldn't type it on time when I realized I needed to freeze. Oh, that's funny. That's literally just before the stream. I was showing my friend Jamil. He might join. Maybe he does. He joined a couple times. Jamilio, his name is, and he was telling me, why can't you use numbers? You know. Uh, this later on when I add trinkets, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add easier trinkets and more difficult trinkets, and I'm gonna set it up so that, like, for example, a trinket like one of the words will be I don't know, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. No, I'm not gonna. Don't worry, I won't do that. But you do that and like you just like skip a couple of like a really difficult one. That's too far. That's too far. Probably won't do that. But you get the point. Different types of or different durations of the word, and words like there's one word weavern or wyvern. That's just awkward to type because the W, the Y, and the V, you never really type that, so it's awkward. But then a longer word like gauntlet, you're already used to typing let. Okay, you're used to typing AU like gauntlet, and so you can type it quickly, even though it's a longer word. So that's something I've been thinking about. But yeah, soon that will be coming. Did you add music yet? Not yet, because I want to make sure I have the graphics so that I can sync all the, I can do all the music stuff at once and make sure it all fits perfectly. We're still building, like, the idea, not even just the design, right? New suggestions. Once we have that format, we're basically inventing a format if you think about it. Because there's lanes. There's lanes. I'll explain. Chop does not have face. Yeah. Yeah, it's not perfect. I do want to add faces for all of them. You have a job? No. Well, kind of. Technically, I'm employed. Technically. But I started my own company. And I get like government help because I'm from Kuwait. Kuwait does that. Like if you're an employee, you get some government help. I was teaching skateboarding. That was what I was doing before. I had a little community and everything, which is surprisingly, it actually worked. I did kind of make it work for a long time. I was peaking 120 KD a week. What is that? 120 in dollars. So this was my max ability to make money. 389, basically $400 a week skateboard. That was basically the most I made. I sustained that for a while, but then summer, like nobody skates in the summer, and especially in Kuwait, doesn't work. And so I had to switch. I just had to switch. The winter like comes in, the money, like, you know. It's pretty good, $400 a week. It's pretty good. Plus I was selling everything. So this is just the teaching. The selling, like I was selling the skateboards, the components, replacement parts, those things, the helmet, the gear, knee pads, elbow pads, all that stuff, and that was good. That was good, you know. Nice little buffer, pushed it up, but it's just not enough. Like I can't, especially in Kuwait, everyone makes a lot of money. Like it's not like, oh, good job, you're humble, and you're doing something useful. No, it's like, are you serious? You're not making any money. You're old now. What's going on? So it's like, okay, I need to switch. I need to make a community that actually can be monetized properly. I need to provide value in a completely different way. And I just started. This is day 18. So help me make my mama proud. Single man company. Yeah. Technically, by the way, that's exactly my legal standing with the government. I'm a single man company. And what's funny is like that's word for word, like because when you have a permit and you try to apply for things, you need to use your permit, obviously. And so it says single man company. So I walk around, I'm a company on my own. And when you have a single man company, they're like there's less regulation, not regulation, rules. Like if you're a company with like employees, you have to have an office. You have to, okay? Uh, Legally. And if you don't have an office, then you get in trouble, okay? But then that was a problem because a lot of people wanted to do exactly what I'm doing now, which is build software, do these sorts of things alone, and they just don't need to hire people. And more importantly, they don't need to rent an office. And so what I was doing when I was basically a single man company as a skateboard instructor, selling skate gear and everything, using the logistics company to store all my gear, so I'm not using the office for absolutely anything, was I was renting an office because that permit didn't exist. But then recently, a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago, the government caught up and they're like, okay, this is a waste. This is why there's just so many apartment buildings, or not apartment, office buildings with a bunch of empty offices, all of them being rented actively. Uh, you know, and then the owner of the building just makes a bunch of money, even though nobody's in there. It's just extremely inefficient, forcing all of the single man companies like yours truly to pay money for no reason. Uh, and then they did the new permit, which is a game changer. Which, like, honestly, like has opened up so many doors for me. I can now throw money at things, uh, and try bigger things. Alhamdulillah, it all worked out. Government caught up. I went on a whole rant. I'm sorry. So you make what do you make now to earn money like a product? I made one product, but to be honest with you, hasn't worked out yet. And now I'm making another product. My legal thing is really software developer. So this is the product that I made. I'm focusing on marketing for this as well, and it's ready. Like it's live. You can pay. It's good. Works out nicely. And what it does is it helps with like trading. I do have some money trading. Like I'm making money. With the signal. But I messaged the guy, learned like how he set up his algorithm, and it worked out for me. And just understanding what's going on puts you in a position where you can do that. And then this, like features of this, for example, I built this all myself, by the way. Like vibe coding works. Is like you can put a line. Like for example, if I put a line over here, okay. Now if I go and do like a new chat, I don't think I have credits on my account here. I can be like, what is this line? Is it being respected? And the reason I'm asking is because sometimes with supply demand zones, I don't want to get too deep into the trading thing. We'll stay focused on the stuff. But here, like it went down, it went up, hit this thing, and then went down again, right? So now it's using a tool and it actually can see everything. It sees everything. And that's like the new solution thing that I made. And it's using Fable. So it's saying your line runs from this to this, right? What's being read is this price sliding, been sliding, MA. So yeah, basically it sees things, right? Support trend line. It's nice. It's good for learning purposes. I think you shouldn't watch like people online say this is how you get rich and and then just do it and then lose all your money because they're scammer gurus. What you should do is learn things yourself, and that's what this platform is meant to be. Because the amount of BS that's out there is astounding. It's astounding. Like, and the problem is the lack of backtesting. Like, if you're not, what that means specifically is you get the data, you take the strategy, whatever it is, whether it's fully automated or not, you play it out as if you did it for real over a really long period of time, getting as close to possible as real, making it a real simulation, and you'll see whether or not it's profitable or not. And to do that effectively, You need to calculate everything. Your leverage, how much leverage you have, margin you're using, your initial capital, the lot size, whatever size it is. And if you can't do all this math, you can't trade. I'm sorry. Welcome to the world. And that's like, that's one of the things. Yeah. So I tried that content, by the way, for a while, and it just doesn't work. People, like, you can't win in this space because you know who you're competing against when you try to make content about trading. You're competing against someone who's basically saying, if you listen to me, you're gonna be a millionaire. And then I come along and say, no, that's just not how it works. You're wrong about this. You're wrong about that. You're wrong about this other thing. Oh, and you're wrong about that other thing also. Your entire premise is wrong. Your entire approach is wrong. Everything about you is wrong. Obviously, they're not going to listen to me. You know, so that's why I'm switching it up content-wise. Also, Yusuf, could you check Abu Raif? Because then I know what you think and what I should change. What did you change though? Like, you're making small changes to it, right? Are you talking about the entire fixed map? Or like the front end or these sorts of things? But nowadays you can hire people online, like work on Zoom or Google Meet. Exactly, exactly. Like about what is called, like the licensing thing. That's why this was like, it's been a long time coming. They put out a whole class of new permits for Kuwaiti citizens. So you're going to see like probably an influx of people from Kuwait actually doing shit. You know, that's nice. You can sell this to stock gurus so they can sell your website and they earn a portion of the subscription you earn too. So win-win, true. They won't reply back a lot of things, like a website, front end, video, a website. Hmm. All right. I guess we're getting distracted as usual. What's the website? You built a website for FixMap, if I'm not mistaken. Type it out for me. I'll visit it. Type it without the .com. Like, you can just leave a space. Like keywords.io. Like, that's how you do that. A lot of things. Like when people go to the website, people say they're getting more confused. So I want to know, what do you think about it now? All right, send it. Let's see. I'm on the GitHub. I might find the site. You should probably put the site there on the GitHub. Fixed map released. All right, so we're gonna review fixed map website so that we can judge it and give harsh criticisms. And I want harsh criticisms from you, especially regarding the design of the game. Still can't find the website. That's a problem. That's a big problem. If they can't find the website, then it's the worst site because they can't find it. Because it doesn't exist, basically. The site is on there on GitHub. It's at the side. Am I an idiot? Is that what's going on? Oh, I see. It's like a Vercel app thing. Use fixmap.vercel.app. I guess you can't get the best domain all the time. That's okay. Fixmap. All right, just overall scroll looks good. All the nav bar buttons work. GitHub. If you click the GitHub button, it takes you away from the site. Maybe make that open a new tab so that people still have the website. Like in terms of attention, they stay. Nice theme. Nice theme. Understand the map, use it deliberately. Starts with everyday workflow and go deeper into output formats. Yeah, I don't think anyone who's seeing the site really knows what fixed map does. Like, what does it map? It's fixed map, right? For you, it's intuitive, but say what we're mapping, um, like code that maps, and then you come up with whatever it is that you're mapping, and then you choose easy words on purpose. Keep it middle school. I'll give you a little thing that I learned from one of the marketing geniuses of the world. What's her name? Jenna something? The Queen of Shorts. I feel like if I type the Queen of Shorts, she'll pop up. The Queen of Shorts. Wrong kind of. Oh, she popped up. Look. This is how you know she knows things. She's there. You know that she knows when I just type the Queen of Shorts, and she shows up. You know what she said? I'll skip you the. I won't go like over every single thing. I'll just tell you one of the things that is so true. So true. That this glorious genius woman said. Okay? Keep it middle school. Keep it middle school. What does that mean? From my understanding and why it's so impactful. So if people are checking new things out, I mean, the reality is people are just giving you some of their attention, and it's dispersed. Like they're putting some attention here, some attention there, some attention over there. And so what ends up happening is if it's too complicated, they just don't get it. If they wanted to, they could. So this isn't like a measure of intelligence. This isn't like a are you capable of comprehending what fixed map is? No. It's just like the amount of attention that is being given isn't enough for it to be understood. If you're doom scrolling, are you giving that thing as much attention as you would be giving a final exam, like studying for the final exam? No. And how are people going to be exposed to you? The equivalent of doom scrolling on the computer, which is doom tabbing. We'll call it doom tabbing. Look how many tabs I have. Right? A bunch of things that we talked about before are probably literally just by me right now going to be forgotten. Right? I'm just going to forget about things. I close the tab. I won't come back to it. And that's what happens with fixed map if you don't make it so immediately understood what it's solving, which is just no code or no AI bug isolation. That's too complicated, if I'm being honest. Even that could be, you can work on that. You know what I mean? That should be the first thing that shows. That's my take on it. That's what I think. Yeah, other than that, like in terms of the actual changes you've made, I don't know them. But I think that's the bigger thing, because your solution does work. Like we remember, we went through it, we checked. And so continuing to work on the solution isn't gonna yield as much return as actually marketing it. Does that make sense? Or it's fixed map? It's like a planning tool, like a mind map. Is a deterministic tool. What does deterministic mean? That's what I'm talking about. For coding agents, you can check it out. Ah, yes, I got it. We make it more dumb for me. Still not understanding. He's still not understanding. Look, it's true. It's not his fault. It's just like, do you want to study a new thing like its final exam? Some people do, depending on the person. I hope that helps. I really hope that helps because it is a good solution. Like actually, um, paired with an AI as an algorithmic process that the AI triggers, it saves you a lot of money. That's the thing. Like, and you can run it on a lot of code basically for free because it's using your use. I think I said this before. Like you have a bunch of use. You got the CPU, you got the GPU. Later on, you're gonna have the NPU and whatever devices when the new motherboards come out and AI becomes a really big thing. What are the other use? I'm sure there's other use, right? Not the TPU. That's just not consumer grade yet. Yet, please Google. Give me a TPU. I want to have a tensor processing unit and talk about it. I'll pay premium. Just give me a TPU, but on my motherboard, not on like I have to buy a whole new everything. Yeah. So you use your use instead of using your tokens, which is kind of a commodity right now. Is that the word, commodity? All right. All right. Where are we? We got so distracted, but it's fun. I need to go by. Got chem class. Good luck. Good luck with chem, and thank you for stopping by. Yeah, sure. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. We've covered a lot of things in the chat. This is what I'm gonna say. Actually, I didn't check this. That's right. Alex asked, "What are the specs?" 32 GB RAM. Yep. 512 GB NVMe SSD. Two of them. Check this out. This is the partial go. I went with the partial go, which means move everything except this is a really important thing because we want to test it for a month and then we do the complete go. $66. It was definitely more. It was about 80. Maybe the tax comes in or something else, but yeah, this might not be the most accurate, if I'm being honest. But it's definitely in Singapore. That's for sure. What kind of camera are you using for streaming? Very crisp. Thank you. Thank you so much. I care a lot about the crispiness. Look. So crisp that you can see that these really, really clean glasses are, as a matter of fact, not that clean. That's how you know you're successful. It's really, really nice. Sometimes it's really bad other times because you can see all the imperfections in my face and the hair and everything. But to answer your question, what camera am I using? I'm using the A7C, Sony A7C Mark I, the old one. I'm using S-Log 3, even though it's an 8-bit camera, and everyone says no, you can't do S-Log on 8-bit. You can. But what you do is you use a lens that has a really, really, really wide aperture. So the lens I'm using has 1.8, and I'm not doing this 1.8 for bokeh. Like when people go and do their best to get a 1.8, okay, all they care about is the bokeh. Like when you're zoomed in and then the background, right? Like even within this thing, you can see bokeh over here, but not over here, right? That's nice. That's nice, but that's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do, okay, is have a lot of the light enter, which means that I can crank down the ISO as much. I'm using the base ISO, 500. Only 500 ISO. And then, of course, arguably the most important thing when it comes to trying to use an 8-bit camera with S-Log 3 is you need to have the power of the sun at your disposal. Over here, you see this? This is the sun. There's another one here. Got this here. See this? This isn't the sun. But it's more than the moon. Like, it's pretty bright, actually. Okay? And it's just here, really close to my face. And without it, look, it's problematic. This can't be fixed in post, by the way. This darkness right here cannot. So I do this because I have to. And yeah, that's my setup. I love camera stuff. Felipe Santos, SEO. I hope that answers your question. And again, thank you. It's, oh, by the way, it's 11 millimeter APS-C lens, even though it's a full frame, which is why I can have fisheye, even though the lens was not meant to be fisheye. It became basically a really high quality fisheye because you put it on like you see what I mean? The distortion. This is fisheye. I don't care what anybody says. This is fisheye. As a skater, we talked about me skating and stuff. I got it specifically for that purpose, and then I got this other lens, and then this one just is better. But yeah, it's 11 millimeter, 1.8 APS-C, APES. Yeah, you get the point. Very cinematic. Love it. Thanks. No worries. Nobody, let me know if I'm wrong. It understands the code and it plans it, and that two into phases somehow. And I might be wrong. I haven't used it. Yes, it's kind of like a scraper for bugs. Does that make sense? Like it's gonna be redundant, by the way. There's a limited amount of time that fixed map is gonna be useful because later on, I don't know how many years, but I believe it's gonna get to the point where AI does all this stuff on its own much more efficiently. But for now, fixed map is actually a really good solution. Imgan's fine. Ask Yusuf when he's free. I need to go now. So bye. Hope you try it out. Bye again. Yeah, sure. Thanks. And how will it scrape? How will it know the bugs? Does it need a brain map to understand? That's a perfectly valid question. How does the fixed map tool we installed a repo ages ago function to deterministically achieve? I typed that whole word correctly on my own. I swear to God, just like, and it just worked. That was what I'm talking about. Okay, let's stay focused and on track. Just thought I'd let everyone know. Okay. Achieve. How does fixed map tool determines to achieve bug resolution / isolation? Explain to me with absolutely no jargon and make it simple by being concise. There we go. There we go. Let's see what we get. I'm not just saying I'm reading. And how will it scrape and how will it know bugs? Oh, I already read that. When you type it, Mimgyan, are you saying that in your mind? You're like, and then you continue to type. I do that too sometimes. You won your own word game. All right, let's see what FixMap does. Let's see what it does, how it does it. It's definitely partially deterministic, like not 100%. I remember that. Um, but it's enough to actually make things a lot easier on the AI. Fixed map, the Arena project. So the only reason saying that is because I'm using it for something called Arena, which is, long story short, when someone tells me get a repo, download this repo, I don't download it directly onto my own personal computer. I downloaded it into my own personal computer sandbox quarantine environment called the Arena. And it's just isolated, completely separate from my actual Windows machine here. It's a little Windows running inside of my current Windows using a portion of my computer's resources, which Windows can do. People hate Windows and talk only about Linux. It exists in Windows. There's even a Windows sandbox option. Anyway, and so when I download something, it goes there, and then I get reports about the how good the bug is, whether the bug is secure, meaning like what does it ask permissions for? Because what if the repo asks for all sorts of permissions, and when you install it and download the software, whatever it is, and give it the permissions, it goes and it takes everything, which is probably going to happen a lot now that vibe coding is making it possible for anyone to download the repo anywhere at any time and just type, give me this repo. There's going to be more people take advantage of that, right? So that's why I have Arena, and I'm using FixMap to do a very cheap, quick, deterministic, just surface level look, which I think is the whole point of FixMap. Deterministic just means same code in, same answer out every time. Okay. It uses fixed rules, pattern matching, and file analysis, not AI judgment. Run it twice on the same repo and you'd get identical results. So a finding is repeatable proof, not opinion. For bugs isolation, it does two things in Arena. Claim checking. For each feature the README advertises, it looks for the actual code implementing it. A feature that claimed but exists nowhere in the code is a red flag. So that's a little thing that it just finds because it reads over all the code. And risk mapping, and this is the main thing that he was working on, actually. It points at exactly which files you touched, sensitive stuff, login network credentials. So if something's wrong, you know precisely what to look instead of reading the whole repo. So it's a map maker, not a fixer. It narrows somewhere in this repo down to this file, this spot, using repeatable rules. Yeah, that's why I said it's gonna be redundant soon. Because once AI gets good enough, and it's almost there, it's just gonna do those things anyway. But this gives you much more control. I don't think AI is gonna ever be very deterministic though. Like they probably don't want that, so that it feels much more capable. And there's so many weights. I don't even know if it's possible. Can they do that? So for example, I will check my security issues and find bug. Will it find that? It will find the areas that potentially have a bug. That's what it will do. Not like maybe it'll find something that's not a bug, but it will find those areas and let you know. It will map them out and tell you later, after you did this very cheap search over this very large code base, if it's a large code base, it'll tell you enough that you can take that, put it into your Fable, and say, check only these areas. And then it's cheaper overall when you use the real Fable to find things. Which is exactly how I'm using it in my Arena skill. You know, that's very nice. It is very nice. It's just the marketing side is horrible. Lego needs to fix that. If you come back to watch the rest of the video, Lego, you gotta do that. Everything I was talking about, what Jenna said, the queen of shorts. Look at her. This is how she would look like if she's talking to you. Lego. She would do this. She'd be like, because that's what you need right now. The finger wag. All right, come on, guys. Let's focus on the game. Yeah, this is a trading situation. We got a fixed map. This is nice overall. I like the UI. It's clean. Key wars. This is so annoying. This these little things. Like, look, when I click this button, it works, but then it moves everything to the side, and now I have to move my mouse again. It's these sorts of things that need to be fixed now before we get into like the whole audio and all these sorts of things. You haven't made a Discord yet. Why? You think people would join? Would you join? I should make a Discord. I made a school. Honestly, I haven't decided how I'm gonna approach the community area, like where we're gonna keep our community space, because school has a reputation of being like a place where you go to learn things, and then which is nice, right? But the whole idea of that is to monetize, and the community needs a place that isn't particularly monetized with a tier system. I don't like that. Like, I don't like having a tier system where it's like the more money you spend, the more you get, like within the community, within like courses and that kind of thing, like that vibe. I get it. I'm not judging, but I'm thinking like a nice space so everyone can actually hang, you know. And school can offer that, even though they have some built-in tier system stuff. Everything gets posted, it's clean. Discord's probably much better for that, but Discord has so many bots. So annoying. Like I have a Discord, and you just get spammed with bots. What's that? Robots, yeah. You think too much, do it, make a Discord. At least we can share our projects and talk to each other. That's true. That is true. You know what? You know what? You're absolutely right. We're making a Discord right now. And then the way that works basically is if it doesn't work, whatever. Check this out, by the way. This is my old Discord. For my skate community. I made a brand for my skate videos, shoof shoof, and we had a Discord, which makes no sense. I don't know why I did it. It was an impulsive move, like right now with me and Gian triggering this. Like, make a Discord. Maybe we should make a Discord for skateboarding. And I actually got people to join. And a lot of people actually joined, even though it like never, like never turned into anything. Because I don't know. Look, it worked, and then it just kind of died. We got like skaters. I think we said like you have to do a tray flip. Yeah, if you can do a tray flip, you can join pro. He became pro. Here's a bunch of skaters. I don't understand how this happened. Like all these bots. I'll tell you what, it was not me. I didn't add all these bots. So I don't know how that worked out. But yeah, the skaters joined. The reason it worked is because I had a WhatsApp community. Like over time, the community always builds itself if you're consistent. Like if you go to the same spot always, all the time, it just works. I'll make the Discord. We'll do it right now. We'll make it. But really quick, I'll tell you. Like, I had a WhatsApp group, and I was going to the skate park, and I just sit there. I had like a chair. I got iced tea, and I just sit and I wait. Because this is my job at the time. Like, this is what I want to do. And then like a new person comes, and then as soon as they come, I go, and I put like on the map, like the skate park, my website, and everything. I get on my board, and I go start doing tricks, and I smile like hi, you know. And then they say, hey, do you know things about skateboarding? And I have it laminated ready. It's like my curriculum, you know. And I say, by the way, we have a WhatsApp community if you would like to join. And then they join. And so that's what does. The Vibe community is very small right now, and you might become the pioneer of this field like BridgeMind. I think BridgeMind started it. Like, I don't know if he started it, but he's the pioneer right now. That's a fact. And yeah, it is small. Plus, he branded it perfectly, like the movement. He's calling it the movement, right? That's nice. He's doing a bunch of orchestration. Like he has like a bunch of things going at the same time. All these chats. It's cool. It goes with the vibe of vibe coding, which is you have a bunch of Jarvis. Like to give you like if you wanted to take the entire vibe and make it just one word, that word would be Jarvis from Tony Stark or from Iron Man. That's vibe coding. That's the vibe, honestly. And he captured it. I'm thinking like I want to go on like the developer vibe. Like develop things. And you're right. It's such a small new thing, the vibe community, vibe coding, that it can go in any direction, which is a really nice thing. You chose a direction, right? I'm not going down the orchestrator path. I'm not trying to like orchestrate with a bunch of different like swarm, what it's called swarm. Like his BridgeMind tool uh, lets you have a swarm, and then a bunch of things happen, and switch up which AI you want to use. I'm iterative. Like I just make a little change here, a little change there. I think you need elements of both. Like you need to be strategic and tactical. This is what happens when I put on the glasses. I start saying things like that. All right, this is what we're doing. We're doing the Discord community right now. We'll take a page from BridgeMind's book, and you know what I'm gonna do for the first time? For the first time ever, because BridgeMind joined the chat. I'm gonna say it. I hope this works with my mic being used. This could cause so many issues. I'll fix it if it breaks. You have to be patient with me, but if the audio doesn't work for a while, you let me know, okay? We are building a Discord community. And what we need for this Discord community is a rough draft version of it. Which you will make for me. Alright, that's the problem. That was difficult. It's easy to type. I know how to think when I'm typing. Now it works. I don't know how to say things. I don't know how to say things. I know how to type things. This is a horrible prompt. Bro, it's a skill. The fact that BridgeMind can actually be so freaking like what's the word? Like thoughtful? No. Structured. So structured with his speech. That's a different type of skill. You know what I mean? Typing, I'm very structured, and I can type fast even. But speaking is a little different. Look at my prompt. Jamil is here. He's a friend that I was telling you about. Who said the same suggestion? Let's have /1. Let's play. All right, we're building a Discord community, and what we need for this Discord community is a rough draft version. Yeah, I'm not gonna. You know what? In the spirit of BridgeMind, we'll send it. Not just one, one, two, three. Yeah, we'll add all those trinkets. Let's play. Let's play. You want to play? Let's go. Join my lobby. It's called lobby. I'm gonna choose this guy. Choose different color skin, guys. Join the lobby. Anyone who's in the chat, also, go to keywars.io. Keywars.io. Join the lobby. Let's do this. Put this poof. And have my build. My loadout. Why isn't it going? Oh yeah, I forgot. Depending on your oh, meme guns here. Depending on the skin that you choose, you have to choose a type of character. Jamil, are you joining? Whoever chooses the control, so the blue one, the skill is basically CC. Okay, I'll type them out here in the chat. So CC, freeze everyone for 3 seconds, refresh every 9 seconds. That's the easiest one. Yeah, that one. Control. That's the special skill for control. For me, yellow, -1 word for everyone. All the creeps, all the bosses. -1 word just gets done across the board. But it refreshes in a whole minute. 60 seconds. These are the new game mechanics. I don't think Jamil is in the chat. Oh, he is. As soon as I said, I don't think he's in the chat. One of you guys choose buffer. I guess you could both be control. I mean, you could be damage if you really want to type yellow. Oh, wait. Oh, Shanifari joined. Turns out he was lurking the whole time. You've been lurking, haven't you? You're just there in the chat. Okay, well, 4 of us. 4 of us. I'm gonna give it literally 10 seconds in case anyone else wants to join, and then we're gonna start. Or however long it takes Jamil to click ready. Oh, ready. All right, 10, 9. No, whatever. Let's just start. Let's start. If you want to join next game. Let's go. We're in. This is the game. It's begun. All right. Blade. Did you accidentally type? Did you accidentally type it in the YouTube chat? Johnny Fari? It's gonna be so annoying trying to talk in the YouTube chat. Hey, Johnny Fari, I'm talking to you. You're gonna click around between YouTube and the game. You can't talk to your friends. You can't type to them. You can't do anything if... Oh, I wrote in the chat, my mistake. Yeah. I literally stole the heart. Last second. What do you guys think of that new mechanic? Both of you can choose the same word, but both of you know who's choosing what word. I know you guys like it. You haven't said anything in the chat because you know your keyboard's a little busy right now. You can't, but I know you appreciate that. If you played this game yesterday or the day before, then you know this changes things. I bet it feels tactile. I bet it feels nice. And it's literally the same latency, by the way. Like it's not even faster. It just feels faster. This is what I'm talking about. Game mechanics. These things matter. These little things matter. When the audio kicks in, by the way, last stage is gonna be the audio. When that happens, it's gonna make a huge difference. It's gonna be so tactile. Game design. Oh. I just yelled at them. I didn't poof them. I'm gonna buff the out of you guys. I got you. Oh, that's true. We have so many buffs. I can't help but be critical. I made the game. I really don't like how the hearts are orange and my armor is orange. And I don't like how all the armor is the same, or not the same color. I tried to oh, I poofed. I poofed. I couldn't use my yellow skill because it was taken. Jamilio, you had the lowest word count. Did you type any words? What's going on? That was me. Yo, Shani Fari, I was typing that word and I failed at that word. But then I saw your blue continue. Add Bombo Cloud word. Okay. That worked out. I'm not gonna lie, like I wasn't sure it would, but it puts us in a position where if both of us are. Alright, I poofed or I yelled, you know. Can you say that? Can I say I yelled? That just doesn't work. Arabic English, what's going on? Stormbringer. This works because now both people can work on the same word, but then it also doesn't feel like you're competing with each other. It feels like you're helping each other because of that animation. Swordmaster, Nightfall. Good CC. Good job. Berserker. Swordmaster. It got difficult. All of a sudden we have to focus. We're so buffed though that it doesn't even matter. Did the game get too easy? Did the game get too easy? I poofed. That was nice. We didn't even need that CC. Now we're doing things. Nice. Was it too easy? Guys, let me know. Was it too easy? It was fun. Nice. No, the game's not easy. There's this sweaty gut with. Cause I'm just saying, like, if it's too easy, I can nerf that CC skill that you or that buff skill. You know, leave some words for us. Hmm. Oh, Jamil, you just gave me a really nice idea. I distinguish between the syllables. like one word syllable, two word syllable, like different levels of difficulty, and then they reward you differently. And then that will incentivize the really fast typers to go for the more difficult words, which will leave the words, some of the words for the rest of us. Like the rest of us. And that's actually a mechanic that would fix that problem with very low effort. Syllable. Syllable. How do you write syllable? Syllable. Reward based. Syllable rewards. Diff more. Easy less. Then all of a sudden, Johnny Foddy is going to be like, I don't want those little words. BRB. TYT. So I had you on mute as I was in a work meeting. Game is fun. I'm glad you like it. And what I'm going to do is type it out. I'm glad you like it. Smiley face. My guy Shiny Fire took all the words. Smiley. Yeah, basically he took all the words. If we make it difficult, then the Shiny Faris of the world are gonna want to flex, and they're just gonna say, I'll take all the difficult words. And then you put the really difficult. The other day I was thinking like bosses. Like we made it to level 10, right? At the end, level 10, there's gonna be a final boss. That doesn't exist yet. We're still making things. But the final boss comes along, and basically he has like a crazy, ridiculous word. Like, hold on, check this out. Super. This is the word. This is the word. You see this? This word is a single word that Jamil will have to type if he wants to, win at the game. Mimgyan, you too. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is a fun made-up word that means extremely good, wonderful, or extraordinary. It's a word. It has a definition. It exists. What's the longest word has something to do with volcanoes? This other word is just painful. This next word that one of the final bosses is gonna have, it's just not fair. But guess what? As a developer, I don't care. This is a word you're thinking of. Pneumonolotramis microscopic canonocyanosis. This word is a final boss word that will make people hate this game, but it's gonna be hilarious. Am I evil? Am I like sadistic or something? I'm gonna put this word in, and then when people lose from this word, I'm gonna put it at the end. Ha! Just. I think it's because I played over 10 games earlier, and the words are repeating, so it becomes easier the more you play. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't type nearly as fast as I can in the game, because in the game I'm just constantly typing paladin, paladin, like it's just there. But yeah, soon once the foundation stuff is done, then all of a sudden the design HTML. Map. No. layout. No. What is it? I think you didn't see Shani Fadi. I want to show you this. I want to show you like the different maps where there's gonna be different words. Link me to the HTML that has the different map designs. There's 4 designs. For keywords.io, it's a throwaway script. I think it could be a server. If it is, run it. The reason it might be a server is because it's moving. Like even though it's just a little, it's just a little design. Potentially just scrap the whole thing. It's moving. Like it's live enough. You're gonna love this. It would be cool to have categories, and when you start, it picks a random one, like for example, cities, foods, tech, and stuff like that. Yeah. Different maps are gonna have different. I don't know if it's categories, but actually, yeah, categories. That's the word for it. What am I thinking? I was gonna say different themes, but a part of the theme is the category. So this is gonna be kind of like the final stages of level 10. Gonna look a little different. Like the first, let's say 4 levels in this thing that we're playing look the way they do, and then like the next, I don't know, 4 look a certain way, and then the last 2 maybe like it looks special, and then you meet the final boss. I don't know. I still haven't thought of any of this stuff yet, but check this out. This here is another style. You got snow moving with the trees. So this is nice. And honestly, I don't care too much about like, you see how here there's space. Like it looks like you can do a much better job, right? For now, I just want those themes completely ready and live and deployed so that later, and this is a strategic thing. This one has lightning. I love this lightning already. Like, look. Or thunder. You saw that? You saw all those changes? They got white. That looks so real. The AI is amazing. Anyway, so that later, when I go to an artist, legit artist, okay, and I say to the artist, listen, I can't pay you $10,000. Like, what do you think I am? You think I'm a bank? Like, what am I? I'm not gonna pay you $10,000. Do you want to do it or not? Like, this is my project. They're gonna see it. They're gonna be like, wow, this is a nice game. You know what? I'll do it for a couple thousand. And I'd be like, no. You fail to understand me. I believe there are collaborators out there who are good, who would see this as a project that they would really like to be a part of. Would you like to be a part of it with the bonus of I pay you? And I'll find someone. If you present a craftsman with a really good idea, and I've done this many times, they stop going to the mode of like, okay, this is like I'm freelancing, I need to get paid my adequate pay for this, and they go into the mode of, wow, this is why I got into this whole thing in the beginning. I wanted to work on something really nice like this, right? And I need to, like from the beginning, before I even approach an artist, to reach that stage for this in my mind to be a success, and so that I can do this without having too much money, basically. And the final one. This is nice also. This is adorable. You see this little spin? Such a nice touch. Such a nice little touch. This is one of my favorites as well, but the lightning one is the best one, the thunder one. That's always and also the trees haven't been changed, the road hasn't been changed. So there's a lot of things that I could do. Ooh, this one also I forgot to show you, has some birds. Wait. You'll see the birds. You saw those birds? You saw that? Bro, I'm telling you, AI is next level now. It's just replacing all the artists. It's happening. It would be cool to have. Oh, I already read that. Yeah. So that's where we are. Let's see what we have here. Guys, we never do what I say we're gonna do in the streams. Like, I bet gonna be people who watch the video, because this is a VOD, right? It comes out. Will click on a video just to play it in the background, because it's like, what, 2 or 3 hours long? And then they hear me in the beginning giving like, all right, this is what we're gonna do today, guys. It's gonna be amazing. I'm excited. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. It's great. And then they're just gonna think like, I've watched enough of his videos. He's just talking shit. He doesn't even. Does he realize he's talking shit? Like, there's gonna be that thought, and I don't want that thought to exist. But at the same time, we're creatives. You know, we just kind of do things. We go with the flow sometimes. All right, look. Let's at least create a couple. Let's at least create a couple of the dissipation things, like I said in the beginning. All right, I'm gonna prompt. I'm gonna fix this little thing that's annoying. You can see how it protrudes. I think that's the word I'm gonna use. Extrudes. Yeah, extrudes from the box. And what I'm thinking is, given how like there's like they make it far down, right? And I want to add a lot of them. I'm thinking, instead of adjusting the size of the box and making it smaller, or this little area, I'm gonna adjust the whole card, make it wider, and then those words kind of go in a little, right? Kind of they collapse in a bit, which makes the whole thing, I would say, a little different than the other ones, but in a much more sensible way. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna prompt right now. And unlike BridgeMind, I'm going to type. I'm gonna type, because speaking is not for me. All right. Let's adjust the layout of the dissipation tabs cards. Currently, the text area, which says keywords inside it, extrudes. You have to say it with some extrudes like this. You have to say it like that, because that's the vibe of that word, you know? We're vibe coders. It's how we do things. Extrudes it outside of the card. Widen the card to ensure that the size of it is appropriate. This should also result in a length collapse of the entire card, because there's more horizontal space for the text description. Description. That's it. That's the prompt. That is the prompt. Second pass chassis is still standing good. J35's bot is here. This is a bot, guys. He's experimenting with my channel. I'm worried. Honestly. I'll tell you why I'm worried. I'll show you why. I'm worried with this experiment. I guess you gotta always do things, try things, see if they break. But like this could be problematic. Like Jay, if you come back and watch this video, or if you come back later, I'll show you this is kind of a problem. Like here, look. This is yesterday. This is 77 chats in like a minute that got sent. And then after that 77 chats, there were no messages from the bot. So it must have gotten banned by YouTube. Like YouTube banning bots, you know? Also, it skews my actual data. But that's okay. Like over time, the data will normalize, but this is a problem. To put that in perspective, and by the way, like we're getting somewhere. Look, this is fun. My peak is 7 viewers. My peak is 9. I've been averaging 3. Average yesterday is 3. 153 subscribers plus in a month. No, in a month plus was 29. But in total, check this out. Where's the analytics of this is a good day here. Look, this was a good stream. For me, this is huge. I know it's not that much, but for me. Oh wait, this isn't the one. I was peaking 9 on one of the days. Wait, maybe it's this one. 9 viewers concurrent peak. Ooh, I didn't even know this existed. 10 at the same time for a solid probably like split second, but you know what I mean? Like 10 people. It's like it's a lot more than 1, which is where we started off. That's 10 times more than 1. Keep going. We'll see how far this goes. Anyway, that was the little situation with having a bunch of bots on your computer or on your channel. Who knows? It could probably be a good thing. Also, BridgeMind does that. Like responds to his own chat with that. I think because lots of responses. I should have something like that, especially because we're vibe coders. It goes with the vibe. Zen. Here, done. Dissipation tile holds fix. All right, let's see. Let's see what it looks like. So now I'm gonna Control Shift R. Not bad. It worked. See, that did kind of all go up. Makes this a bit easier to read. It's only 3 things long. It's nicer. Overall, I think it looks nicer. Yeah. We got this governing layout. This is how you make sure everything is very consistent. These are the sorts of rules that you have in place so that everything is extremely consistent. And now we'll finally add some stuff. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about the Discord, by the way. Imgyan was talking about Discord. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. This is too many things to start here. Welcome rules announcement, the war room. Ooh, competitive, dev corner, voice. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say for the Discord, uh, let's not have too many. How should we say? Let's not have too many tiers and rooms. Let's have a single. What should we do for our Discord community? I've tried lots of times to go live and have a community online. I tried saying like and doing the branding things, but never really consistently committed to going live. This is the first time I've done 18 days, and more importantly, this is the first time that it feels easy. Like before, I kept trying to add rules for myself to stay consistent. This time, 18 days in, and I'm just more energized. I don't know what happened in my brain. I just felt like, okay, I'm gonna make this commitment. 4 p.m. I start live. Whatever it is I'm doing, I'm showing instead of trying to consistently do this one thing for the community. I'm the brand. It's fine. I'll just talk. So what should we do for the Discord? What is this about? The app you're making. So this is the app. It's made, you know, you can play it now. And it's called Key Wars. I'm sorry, guys. Fari and Jamilio. I kicked you from the lobby if you've been waiting. And it's a game. It's just a little game where you can practice typing or treat it more like a game. I bet there's going to be a lot of people who treat this as a practice to type fast. Already I checked the data, and a lot of people from Mumbai, India, there's like a hard studying vibe, I guess, are viewing this as like a study thing, you know? But it's a game, like it's a game. Like there's abilities, you see here. If I do slash poof, everyone disappears. Yellow is the same thing, but it's like a base ability. There's things. Look, check this out. Poof. Boom. Really cool idea. Thank you. It's live. It's on keywords.io. You can try it out. But I'm still building it. There's still some bugs. You can see it's not perfectly set up. It's not polished. But keywords.io. You can either join my lobby or just experiment on your own. But yeah, for the Discord community, it's just gonna be like that. Oh no. I did the L. Oh, this is a big problem in the game. So how I jumped over the log? It works, but it's not perfect. Like when the log comes and you dodge it, you don't get any feedback. I think in a game, this is like really important, like having visual feedback. No audio yet. Like I said many times, but you're new. JRA Hub, by the way, welcome. No audio yet. I want to set up all the stuff and then give audio the time it deserves, because I think that's gonna make or break the game. I'll try it. I'll try it out. Do you want to join my lobby? It's called lobby. I'm in lobby. Also, you should add Google as sign up option. Yes, I should. I'm not at that stage yet. So there's a whole lot of stuff in the background. Like I used Railway, and it's on Railway right now. So if you deploy it, it's Railway. But then I'm switching to a dedicated server. And then I'm thinking I'll set up all of the Google authentication stuff. I know how to set it up because I have another website where I have set this all up. And I have done like, I set up the payment system with my bank, Kuwait, which has its own difficulties. Like they have it's not like Stripe. Like it's not optimized for you to set everything up. But yeah, here for example, the login and the sign up has the Google OAuth. You can just click the button and it logs you in. So I definitely know about that, but I don't know how to do it for a dedicated server because with this I was just using Supabase. Supabase makes a lot of things easier, right? But with the dedicated server, I don't know. Do I still use Supabase? Because if I have a dedicated server, I might as well use my own Postgres, fully own the data myself, right? And eventually, I want to even move this product to my own thing, and then I fully own the data. I don't know. Lots of considerations. What do you think if you're still there, JR Hub? What are you working on also? Also, that is a good tip. I know my titles, any tips. Sometimes people say things and I've never heard them before. And they are game changers. Literally yesterday I found out about the dedicated server idea. I use Supabase and a server. Like a dedicated server, you mean? Wait, wait. Oh, that's right. Um, Alex was saying that like Coolify is open sourced. Wait, no, no. I use Supabase too. Wait, maybe there's like a misunderstanding. Hold on. Or miscommunication. Because there's a difference between a dedicated server. Wait, let's see. Supabase for managing database and OAuth, and auth. Server for running the background. I know that, but the Coolify is Coolify like Supabase in that it uses Postgres. Because Supabase uses Postgres. And you could just use Postgres without Supabase, and you have full control. And it's free, basically. Like if you use your own dedicated server. Different thing though. Yes, Coolify does use Postgres internally plus Redis, and that's where the things get confusing. There's so many tools to store its own state. Okay, what's the distinction? Supabase is a Postgres product. Postgres is the offering. Your app lives your app's data lives in that database with auth API real time built around it. So basically, Supabase does all the work for you when it comes to managing your database. I'll read the next one, but let me see what you said. I think Supabase saves you a lot of headache for just $10 a month. You are basically guaranteed that your data is not lost or compromised. True, true, but I am worried about like scale because like if you think about it, like how are they making money? Like if they're just giving everyone everything for free, um, because they do give a lot for free. Like you can have a whole project for free and just let it go, and people can just make a new email, sign up somewhere else. And I saw some videos a long time ago. I should look into this properly about people who really had troubles trying to get their own data out of Supabase. Like it's their data, it's there, it exists, but then it became a lot, and then there's issues with pulling that data. And having personally experienced the difficulty of trying to get my own data back from Google, like I had a drive, full drive, okay? And so many little things, so many, like once it reaches a certain point, there's so many little issues. I end up using a third party thing called rclone to clone my own data, even though it's mine. And then they have like there's a throttle. So basically, they don't let you get if you're trying to pull all your data the speed So you just sit there over the course of days, like trying to get your terabyte. So I'm thinking like, let's do this now before I reach a point where there's this issue. It's free, but as a solo developer, you need to take in consideration the effort and time. Yeah, you can opt out when you want. Initially, like my main website, I'm keeping it on Superbase because I'm willing to pay basically for the thing that's running, like the important thing that has my the bank information of people who buy my product, right? There, it's like not gonna risk it, you know. And then this game, I'm thinking like if I do monetize it, maybe put it on Steam. Just a thought, you know, and maybe like by the time I fully experiment with the dedicated server, setting it all up, and all these sorts of things, I'll reach that point where this game finally is like, let's monetize it. In the meantime, it's just going to be free. I'm not going to ask for emails. You can just join in, write whatever you want. It's basically we're debugging it together, like as a community. But yeah, lots of considerations. I haven't thought about all these things. It's good questions to bring up. You can use PJ dump, which is a way to extract the whole database from Postgres. That's basically the equivalent of rclone, I think. Let me ask. Wait, hold on. I forgot to read this part, but I'm gonna type it. Is PG dump the equivalent of rclone, but for Supabase rather than Google? If it says yes, then I know exactly what you mean. If it says no, then I'm just confused about everything. All right. Coolify is a self-hosted deployment panel. Yeah, so this is basically self-hosted. Open source IQ, Docker, Postgres, MySQL. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Ooh, the light. The light has stopped shining on me. Close analogy, but not quite. The comparison you're reaching for is Write and Spirit, the tool that gets my data out, but they work differently. rclone syncs files between storage providers. PG dump takes a snapshot export of Postgres database. So rclone is moving truck that keeps two houses matched. PG dump is a photographing. Photographing is it's not a, it just is. It's photographing the whole house so you can rebuild it elsewhere. I see. Yeah, basically it's the same thing. It's just a way to get all of your information. Probably PG dump be fast. Interesting. That being said, like rclone didn't sync. rclone full blown cloned. I need to get light. The problem is what you is when you scale, you'll need localized replicas in different regions in order to be available to the world. That multiplies your amount of work and risks. Wait, I need to like, okay. This is what I'm writing down. Does DNS protocol work well enough, or other Cloudflare tools To provide support. Not support, not support. To provide the connection. I'll just say connection. Internationally. Basically wrote it like a prompt. It's gonna spawn like a whole thing to go to actually get what you're saying, Shanifari. This is the question I'm telling you. Where's my light? Earlier, I got a question about what is the camera you're using? It's a strong enough camera to make it look good, you know, but it's a weak enough camera that as soon as the light is gone, problem. I only need a bit since I'm gonna put it so close to my face. There we go. It doesn't show in the frame. Clean, professional. Welcome back. You guys want to play some key wars? By the way, this is the Discord. This is where we're at in the Discord. Oh, for some reason I thought you were Meme Gyan. Meme Gyan was talking about the Discord. Now this is important. What Shanifar is saying. I'm already committed. Like I'm do the server thing, but maybe I will still need like super base for the live things. Like maybe I end up using the server just for my personal developments and testing and playing around. Hi, Nevin69. Join this game, Nevin. Welcome to the world of use of both. Yeah. Well, we need to fix the brand, but join this lobby over here by going to keywars.io and clicking on the lobby so we can play this wonderful game in which we can see how fast you type, Nevin69. And then we all judge how slow you are or how fast you are, and we say, wow, good job. But we'll see if you can type or not. And then as a community, we're all gonna roast you, Naveen, based on your typing. I'm just saying, welcome. Who's this? Who's this person, Rajun? Is this Naveen? No, I don't think this is you. Oh, you showed up here. All right, guys, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna take the loss just so that we can actually play. You guys set up. Rejoin the lobby. I won't start it. You guys set up while I read what Shanifari said. And choose different skins so we have the different abilities. By the way, system architecture is literally a question of what is the best trade-off, for your specific case. Hosting your DB or using Superbase are both valid options. It only depends on what best fits you. So that's a very interesting perspective, because what worked for Alex, who told me about all this, he's not trying to get like he's not trying to scale with a bunch of users. Everyone logs in and everything. Like he's probably gonna stay maybe maximum is like 200, 300 users, and it's all in the region for him, like Romania. So for him, a DB kind of makes sense. For me, if I'm trying to go like international with this, maybe not. But either way, it definitely makes sense in terms of like developing quick development. And so either way, I'm invested, like I'm committed to getting the DB. Also, I want to learn. This is a safe way for me to learn Ubuntu, I think. Obviously, I'm gonna keep some backups for everything before I just go full. We're almost ready. We're almost gaming. Anyone in the chat who has not? How do you make these unique designs like on buyabigboat.com? What do you? Oh, you mean like the? I'll show you. I'll show you after this game. I'll show you the studio because I have it for Rocket Chimp as well. All right, guys, let's do this. Oh no, wrong. There we go. Oh, Shani Fari. You can just make fun of us from far, from afar. You can be like, haha, you don't have me. What could have been an asset, but started without me. And now I'm gonna watch you lose with this face that I've chosen deliberately, and it wasn't the default. This is the face that I chose to judge you. That's what Shani Fari is saying. Watching from above. This is a big problem. Like, you see how you're not moving your legs, you're not walking backwards or anything. You're just hovering and like to the above a tree even. This needs to be fixed. I haven't typed anything. Nobody jumped. And everybody got a -1 heart because nobody jumped. Guys, click space. Space. Rajun, Naveen, Prime. My guys, space. This is how you dodge. Nobody's clicking space. I don't think anybody knows. Ah, Naveen, Rajun, both of them did it. Okay, nice. Maybe there's just a lag or like a delay between. Nightfall. Castle. Berserker. Ah. Ah. Vanguard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me get the proportions right for the stream. Anyone who's joining the stream who wants to join this game, let me know so that you can join our lobby. In the meantime, there we go. Basilisk, never mind. Warrior, never mind. Vanguard. Haha, it's fun. And you can't talk in the chat even if I ask you questions because you're busy typing things. So, Naveen, how are you? How's it going? All right, look, Naveen, seriously. Slash, you have abilities at the bottom. You don't have these abilities because you're not leveled up. I don't think you can watch the stream and this at the same time. But you can do abilities and trade items and stuff. See, I poofed everyone twice. This is an ability that I have. Rajun, you triggered your CC ability. Good job. Good job. I casted the Yella. I only have one poof left, by the way. So we need to do things like we need to type better because we won't make it if you don't. We simply will not make it if you don't focus right now. Focus. Focus, guys. We could have had so many armor. Oh no. Poof. This is my final poof. I can't do it anymore. We're on level 8. We didn't even. I'm gonna save my yellow for yellow behaves the same as way as poof, but it refreshes every 60 seconds, whereas poof I just have 3 of it that I can use whenever I want. Damn. Alright, we're level 9. We're level 9. We're close. We're close to winning. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. We can do it. Level 10 is the last level. Stronghold. Jump, jump. This is when... Oh, that was the time to jump. You guys jumped when the thing came close. It was wrong. Oh, Naveen's out. Jump, jump, guys. Guys. Oh my god. Juggernaut. Oh my god. Um. That was the final level. That was literally, that was the end. That's as far as I've built so far. We were this close to beating the game, because the game is very incomplete right now. This is the entire game right now. So technically this would have been we beat the game had we just won that one level 10. That's the last one that exists. But we didn't. Naveen, you let us down. I'm sorry. Haha, it's fun, Naveen. Thank you. Do you like it? Well, give me some criticisms. Give me some feedback. Can we play with our friends? Yes, you can. It's live on Railway. It's free, and I'm obviously not taking emails right now because it's just so early. I've said this before. It's not. We're not even in the beta. This isn't even the beta. This is the theta. It is hard. Or am I slow? AF. It is both. It is hard. Like, honestly, it's meant to be a little hard. Like, it's gonna put you in a position where because you want to win, you have to learn. You have to learn how to type. Also, I'm gonna, like you said, or Meme Gyan said, again, I mistook you. Sorry. Make like easier modes. I don't know why. It's just the same color. Your jacket. Yeah, that's your jacket. I need to look at the actual names, not the images. It's pretty hard, I agree, yeah. Yeah, one of the things, oh yeah, that's right, I was gonna show... Alright guys, look, I'm gonna leave the lobby in case you guys want to play. But I'm going to show, and you're back. I kept thinking Prime was Ash because you left too, and you're like, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to show Hub, JRE Hub, how I get consistency really quick, and then we'll do the Discord. I'm working on the Discord right now. We're gonna make the Discord, just like you said, Meme Gyan. No more overthinking. Why would I think about Discord now, today? How? Fable, Fable, Discord now. That's basically the prompt that we're giving. But let me show JRE Hub. Look. So here, for example, I have my warriors. Okay, and I'm gonna choose this warrior, for example, as you can see here, and I have isolated areas, and then I've applied the animation principles to each area. In other words, The volume must never change when things get moved. You can only move one at a time. Each one of those things is one of those things, like a leg, a head, whatever. And then just do your best, Jippity or Fable, whoever you are. Do your best. Let's do it. And what ends up happening is it does its best. It just gives you a bunch of these versions of whatever it thinks is happening, and many of them are horrible. And you expect many of them to be horrible, which is why this dump button exists. But every once in a while, you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. It actually does a really good job sometimes. And you're like, wow, this is very creative. I can't believe I didn't think about that. This was perfect. And then you basically put those in. And that's how you win with designing things with the AI. Obviously, you have some custom controls. That just looks bad, like in terms of like the eyes. That's his mouth. That's his eyes and his mouth. He's like, oh, oh. Okay, you see it? Maybe we should just let the AI do things. Sometimes it does stupid things like this AI did it, not me. Sometimes it's cute. You got this X. This hasn't been used. It's just there. This one is nice. I really like the stomp. For me, the stomp is just so nice because the arms, I said this, I think yesterday. This looks like shoulders, right? I bet you this was like this is one of those lucky accidents. This looks like a knee. Like it looks like your knee, right? And then this looks like a shoulder. It's just rectangles moving up. It's 3 rectangles. Keep in mind, it's literally just 3 it looks like what? It looks like this. Like see the shirt, the torso? Like it goes up, right? And then the shoulders goes up like to the head area. It just worked, look. So perfect. By accident, on accident. And then now we have it. But obviously not being used right now. I'm gonna make a bunch of these and then they get used. And so that's how I do it, Jerry Hub. That's how I do it all. That's cool, thank you. You can do fake 2D face moves, so it feels like it's moving from left to right. What do you mean? It morphs the shape. Two D face moves, like only the face moves left to right. Oh, like if I change the proportion of the face slightly, making one side bigger and the other side smaller, and then sliding it slightly, offsetting it. Whoa. Whoa, holy, I can literally make it 3D using just 2D mathematics principles. I'm sorry, Meme Gyan, the Discord thing's gonna have to wait. I want to show you. I want to come up with the idea now. Wait. It's funny, I was saying I want to come up. You kind of came up with it. Hold on, hold on. Hold on just a second. Does this actually work? Does my idea that Meme Gyan came up with work? It's mine now. You said it. Okay. See if I can stream this. I didn't come up with the idea we do 2D animation like this only. Oh, you're saying this is like just a thing that is done? No, you came up with it. Oh, you brought it into existence, basically. All ideas, by the way, you should know, are derived from other ideas. So sometimes it's very easy to put yourself down and think like, it's not my idea, you know, someone else did this. But an idea is just in the moment you made that decision, that creative decision. That's an idea. So own it. Own it. It's your idea. Well, no, it's my idea now. Okay. No, seriously though, let's see if this actually works. I'm just gonna use these squares here as the blocks. And then I'm going to add what is essentially a smiley face. Actually, we'll just go like this. And then I'm gonna draw the border. Actually, hold on, hold on. I think I know what to do. Hold on. Now I just make this a little bit bigger on both edges, a little bit smaller on both edges. Make it a little bit more, and a little bit less. And then do that again, a third time. Copy, paste, and make it way bigger and way smaller. And I think actually Procreate has like an animation feature, no? Oh, animation assist. That does work. That literally does work. It's just a friggin' rectangle proportions being moved like or a square, I guess. Like if you take the square and then you just parameterize this to go down a bit, this to go down a bit, this to go up a bit, this to go, well, down, up, up, down. You get the point. The arrows exist for a reason. By like X amount. Then it can be very consistent all the time, always, and it can just apply to all the skins I make. This is a wonderful idea. Good job on this idea, Yusuf, because it's my idea, not Meme Gyan's idea, who brought it into existence. I'm kidding, I'm sorry. But no, you're right. You're right, I'm gonna do that. I did not think it would actually look this good. I'm gonna write down parameterize face face view movement. Yeah, and then I should make them actually look around. Oh, the light went out. Both lights went out. Yeah, we're basically out of light at this junction. That's what this is. It's a junction. Hmm. It will have hidden shapes behind when triggered. The face move from left to right. It will show that I morph the shape. Yeah, I'll just tweak it around, play with it until it's absolutely perfect. Yeah. Anyway, Discord wise, here's where we are. Here's where we're at. Don't use the links. Does YouTube block it? What do you mean? Oh, like sending the Discord link to YouTube? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it does block it. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, wait, I have an idea. I have an idea for the light. What if I move this whole thing down? No, no, no. Whatever. Like, we don't have light for one of the streams. It's okay. But yeah, this is what I was thinking for the Discord is for the Discord, because I told it go make a Discord, make everything happen, and it's basically saying it's gonna set it up like this: dev corner, I don't know, competitive leaderboard stuff. I just don't want tier system stuff. Like, it's annoying. Like when I join a community and I'm at the bottom, I don't feel, honestly, personally, I don't feel like this is a situation where it's like I'm gonna work my way up in the community. I don't want that. Like, just, do you have a space that we can all talk or not? You know? And in the space, yes, okay, like I can buy things. That's fine. But I'm not gonna buy status. You know what I mean? Like that's what I just do not want. And so I'm gonna tell Fable over here exactly that. Let's avoid. Come on, zoom correctly. Let's avoid tier systems. I get it. Some people like the tier system, like depending on how much they engage, like they get rewarded kind of with points and status and whatever. No, I personally don't want. I mean, send links in the chat for YouTube. I think I'm allowed to, and the mod is allowed to, but that's about it. True, yeah. All right. Let's avoid tier systems and prioritize inclusivity in the structure, in the structuring process, what we're working on now. I just throw it in there like this. By the way, this is what we're doing. We're working on now. Structuring. Is that a word? Please tell me it's a yes, it's a word. Let's avoid tier systems and prioritizing inclusivity in the structuring process that we're working on now. And make it a really minimal community which still has room for all the Discord luxuries like bots, rules / guidelines, community whiz. which community guidelines, intro, what is it? Introduction, welcome stuff, etc. Anything that's Discord vibes, should be there as a secondary thing. Priority equals inclusivity. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm gonna have, you know what I'm gonna do? This is what I think is gonna happen. It's gonna be fun. I'll set it up so that like people who don't engage for a very long time just get sent to like another section, and then upon engagement, automatically they get sent to the main area, like the main lobby. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then that way, like it's easy. Like if you don't engage, you just go over there over time automatically. But if you are constantly engaged, you're just in this area, right? And that's it. That's the whole thing. All right, let's see what the draft says. Okay. I also want it to be simple. Like I don't want too many things. Keywords Discord draft 2. Version 2. Minimal plus inclusive. Very nice. Thank you. Channels 7 total. Okay, my favorite number is 8. So I'm thinking we need one more channel. I'm not sure it's going to be 4, but that's going to happen. All right, on the info chat, we got welcome. What's keywords is linked to keywords.io, how to play jump. Yeah, we'll change that, and I'll tell it like this is about use of both, not just keywords. Rules and then news. Okay, that's nice. That's good. I like it. It's simple. It's simple. Welcome just shows all the new people, and is used just when a new person comes in. They have like they know where to go, and it's like a landing page as well. Rules is the actual guidelines. Like, look, if you do this, you're out. You're banned. Okay, this is the rules. This is what we're all about. You know, news is whenever I have something on a post or something community related. That makes sense. Simple. These 3 only is good. I like it, and it's only 3, which is nice. We don't need to have like 20 info channels. Should one of them be combined? Like welcome can be combined with news? No, we'll keep it separate. It's fine. All right, community. We got the chat. Everything, talk, strategy, clips, meme, questions. Got play, find opportunities, drop stuff, and feedback. Okay, this is a problem because the structure is for keywords. I have to just have told it. Oh my god, it's getting dark. As soon as it gets dark, I can't speak properly. Having spoken for like 2 hours. This is for the Yusuf Boat YouTube channel community, which contains keywords, but also BBB tutorials. Actually, I'll just say buy a big boat. Buyabigboat.com and future projects. Make the community branding. Should I use Rocket Chimp? I like Rocket Chimp. That's like my first main thing. Even Buy a Big Boat uses Rocket Chimp. Use Rocket Chimp. which will be the single bot, manager we'll build for our community, handling all bot related stuff. Let's not use rocket chimp. This chimp. And I'm gonna make it a, what color should we use? It's 5 p.m. here, so I'm clocking out. Lol. W stream. See you tomorrow. See you, Shonifari, and thank you for joining. I hope I got to say that in time. Peace. Clock out. You do your thing. See ya. Alright, so this is what I'm thinking. So I made video curator chimp. I want to write this prompt very nicely because it's gonna determine a lot. But look, I made vid chimp, and vid chimp was really nice. But I had to do a really long prompt later, coming back to vid chimp, saying you're not rocket chimp, you're vid chimp, because I messed up. Because from the beginning, it's like a habit. I just say make this chimp, you know, and they're adorable. These chimps, look at them. They're just cute, you know. But what I should do is I should always start with the name of the chimp, so that we don't have to go back and fix things and rebrand, which I had to do with this vidchimp. And vidchimp was very easy to make. This is vidchimp over here, okay? And you can see, I think I showed you already, but basically, I can click vidchimp, and he's a full-blown mini Claude, well, not really Claude, but he's a full-blown like operator on this website. Like, I can tell him things. I can get him to like take me places. You know what I mean? And this is for my video editor for later on. Like, I can say with the skill like navigate. This is a skill that I added in this chat thing that I made from scratch. Like, that's the level we're at with AI. And I can say navigate to yesterday's stream. Yeah, whatever. Just navigate. There's a lot of features. There's a lot of little things. But basically, check this out. Like, it went by itself. It just opened this page in the background. I don't think I did it in time. Wait. Yeah, any tips today? So it just goes. Hold on, refresh. Ah, that's right. I was moving from railway. I moved it to railway, so there's potentially some bugs there. Yeah, but basically it does everything. It works. Probably gonna have a little bit of debugging to do. And so I know it's easy. It's possible to make a whole chimp. So I'm thinking we make a chimp for Discord. That's where my mind's at. Wow, how many chimps have you made? I made a lot of chimps, not gonna lie. I have seen this, but others I don't know about. Yeah, lots of chimps. Got lots of chimps. A lot of them are just regular websites. Like, they're not all full-blown bots though. Like, and a lot of them are just incomplete. Chat curator. What is chat? I forgot what. Literally, because I don't use it. Oh yeah, I was trying to do like marketing stuff and pull a bunch of data for trading projects. And it generates these pages for me for my buybigboat.com website. Obviously, there's a globe. I like having globes. I'm all about the globe. Then you have these umbrellas that I created, which is like sending marketing stuff. And I have, hold on, let me see if I can actually take you to it. Existing umbrella, live page, there we go. So Chat Curator makes these pages. It's on buybigboat.com. This page for my buybigboat.com website, if you scroll down, it will show you what we do. So a real question, how do I start trading gold? And then it switches over. A real question, watch what happens. And then it tells you this is how, and you see Rocket Chimp being animated. It's nice. And then you continue to scroll down, and he just moves around, shows you this. You know what I mean? Like, it's basically, he's your assistant, Rocket Chimp. And then it goes to like, hey, get 2 weeks free. Click this button, and it's a promo. Didn't work, not gonna lie. I think maybe I failed. Because at the end of the day, the copy matters a lot. It did get me some users, but I didn't continue to push with it. I'm gonna approach this again a little later. But yeah, Chat Curator was an idea for that. I was thinking, what if I just do a bunch of different versions of these chats to see if I can get the right copy. Yeah. I like globes too. I have 3 main projects. All have globes. A globe just makes you win. Like, if you have a globe, you win automatically, even if the whole project failed. And it looks pretty nice too. Thank you. All right. How are we going to do this? Single bot manager will build for our community, and then all bot related stuff. Yeah, true. On my, I just saw my self, like, here. This, like, area here looks like the checkers game, not checkers, Connect 4 in a row game, doesn't it? Looks like a bunch of slots that you have a bunch of stuff inside of a screen. Random thought. All right, let's see what this says. Draft. The third draft. All right, let's see what it looks like. Yusuf Boat Community Discord. Server name Yusuf Boat. The community hub for Yusuf Boat's YouTube channel and everything it builds. Keywords, Buy Big Boat, and future projects. Nice. One community, no tier, same channel, same weight for everyone. One bot. This chimp. This chimp. I like it. I like it. This is a good idea. Because everyone could talk to this chimp or about this chimp. Ask this chimp, you know? And it's funny because I have a lot of chimps anyway. This chimp is going to be the main chimp. Because he's not this chimp. He's not that chimp over there. Or this one weird, really extra weird chimp that looks just different. No. He's this chimp. He's the main one. Okay. I'm getting carried away. Let's focus. We got branding. Mascot. Icons. This chimp. Discord flavored member of the chimp face kit family. Yes. Info, welcome, rules, news. Okay. Same as before. Ooh, automatically became 8. Remember earlier I was like, oh, my favorite number is 8. That's a problem. All right, this is a good sign. Very good sign. You got the chat. You got keywords. You got buy boat or buy big boat. That makes sense. Like all the projects get their own little hashtag, but should it be like that? That should, fine, even if it messes up the eighth number. Feedback. Feedback channel. No, actually, that makes sense. Whatever. Even if later on you get a bunch of channels, because that way people could just go to the one that they want. That's fine. And I just got an idea. This pimp sounds similar to pimp. This pimp. Okay. I don't know why I thought of that. The Snoop Dogg song. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. That's a Snoop Dogg song, right? PIMP. What are we doing here? We're building the Discord community because I believe I'm gonna have a lot of different projects, like the current project that is the best game that's currently live in the world right now that you can play very easily, very very easily by clicking on. Oh, Rajun is still there. By clicking over here and clicking create lobby, and then joining my lobby, and then you have cooldowns stuff, and then you just type Talon, and if you're a slow typer, it's gonna suck for you. It's gonna suck to be you during the gameplay of this game, but you can still practice. Oh no. And get better over time and develop your skills and become a true one of a kind keyboard warrior. Talk about keyboard warriors. Not like the kind, the bad kind, you know, the ones who hide behind and be like, no, we're gonna reclaim that name with this game. Warrior, you see that? Warrior, warrior. Yeah, won't play right now. Let's focus a bit on the Discord. Got a little excited. Looks fun. Any links? Yeah, keywars.io. If you come back tomorrow, we'll play more. Set up some of this Discord while Meme Gyan is here and get some of his opinions because he started this whole thing. But yeah, come back. Eclipse did nothing wrong. Did you? Did you do nothing wrong? Because it's kind of sus. I'm not gonna lie. If you made that your name, like nobody thought you did anything wrong in the first place initially when we started. But then when you add that there, now it's like, why are you saying this? Just saying. What did you do? Anyway, I like this. I like this structure, and it kind of makes sense. Even if you have a lot of channels, it becomes very, very simple to add a bunch of channels and continue to grow and do a bunch of different projects. Each project basically has its own hashtag, and then within that, we'll just talk about that, whatever it is, good things, bad things, how it all works out, right? And then those little communities can kind of happen. People who are interested in this versus people who are interested in that, and one overall voice channel. Yeah, just one overall kind of voice channel. New project later. One new channel under community. I like it. Mod keeps things decent. Crew. Everyone automatically. No levels, no ranks. No unlockable rooms. Yeah. Nice. How do we do this? What do you think, Imgan? What do you think so far? Let me check something. If Eclipse is playing. Oh, I don't know. Eclipse isn't playing. Join. Rajun is still there. Rajun is trying to play adversarial mode. I wonder if he's left. Wait, who's Rajun? Are you like in the chat still? Do you want to go? Let's go. Adversarial mode if you're in the chat. I'm playing. Why is the jump? What is jump ability for? When what happens when the level 3 guy, well, not in level 3, 9, or 6 or 9, every 3 is you get a boss, and then if you get the right boss, he throws logs, and then you have to jump over it. That's a mechanic I'm still working on because right now the jump timing is just kind of back, or back is bad. I was reading Lego. It's bad, so I already know that one's bad. But if you have any other criticisms, let me know. Surprised you're still streaming. I am Lego. I'm all in with the streaming thing. What time is it actually? No, I'm good. I can stay for a bit more, even though the light is dead. Both lights are dead, unfortunately. Yeah, it's good to add one channel for people to share their work because it's a vibe coding thing, so people might have their own thing to share. Yes, that's a good idea. Then Lego can spam Fixmap onto it on a daily basis. That's exactly what we need actually. But I need to leave in 10 minutes because I have another class. So, oh my god, that's sad. That's sad. I remember being in school. Dude, how many classes do you have? You're learning too much. Yeah, you are. Gotta finish a lot of portions for exam. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry. This is the time to be sad. Be sad. Study. Study hard. You'll be free, trust me. Like you'll reach an age where you can just wake up and then you know you won't. Actually, no, you get a job. But it won't be the same. It won't be the same. You won't have homework. You go home and then like, now I've got to study and all these things. Level of freedom. Freedom increases. Let me add this channel. This channel to that was suggested here. Bro, Meme Gyan, lots of good suggestions I'm getting from you today. Add a channel. Channel. Add a channel specifically for sharing work, like links or project files. Okay. Move the chat channel Never mind. Never mind. Oh, tree frog. We got a tree frog over here. I don't have light, but usually I do have light, and there's a light over here, and the lighting looks really nice, but right now it doesn't, and my face just looks not very nice. Well, maybe I should just be here, and then it kind of works. Yeah, I know, that's my dream life. I wake up and vibe code. Yeah, sometimes it still happens. Sometimes I wake up and be like, I don't have my homework. Then I remember I have a job now. Yeah. What's your major? I'd assume it's computer science. No, my major is economics and my minor is psychology. In other words, money and people. And if you think about it, that's everything. Oof. Lucky me again, but I already graduated. I got a bachelor's degree from St. Mary's University in Halifax, Nova Scotia, which means nothing to no one. But if you say it with enough, confidence, they're like, ooh, he's educated. Hey, bro, I'm new here. Which coding agent are you using? Claude. Yep, Claude. Yusuf, make a Discord group or I will be forced to make it for you. I'm forcing you to join no matter what. Don't worry, I'm doing it, making it now. Lucky as in work for 8 hours, then work on side hustle. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, study for 16 hours, sleep 8. Would take, yeah. Tree frog, if you're still there and you haven't left, try the game. Try this out. Try my pride and joy. Keywords.io. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna show you. I'm not gonna show you. Maybe if you check and see and find out, you'll have like a nicer impression of it. True cool keywords. I like your setup. The room looks super cozy. Thank you. You have ADHD, my dude. You keep diverting from the main thing. You have no idea. You know what the main thing was supposed to be? the main thing that we were supposed to, like, I started this video. Literally, when I started the video, I'm like, I'm gonna stay. We're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do today. Was this? We're gonna work on this home dissipations. Like in the game, you see how in the game when you it breaks, like you do a typo, it looks like this. Well, I'm gonna add different types. Like this one I really like is crumble. I'm gonna add different types and I'm gonna connect some of these to the different skins, including some wins. Now I don't like these two, like this one and this one. But I set this up so that I have these 3 sections. So section 3 over here is rough drafts, and this is going to be just full of ones I don't like, but I can always come back to them. Section 2, final drafts, is the ones that I like. Like, I already like these, but they're not implemented yet, so I'm not going to implement everything immediately. Maybe do like a special edition, you know what I mean? Like occasions, like Christmas, Ramadan, like these sorts of occasions happen. Like, here's the new skin for this release. And this one's live. Section 1 is just whatever is actually currently live. And I was gonna work on this today, and we didn't even touch it the whole time. Like, we didn't even look at it. And I blame you, all of you, for chatting and throwing me on these random places like fix map. What are we doing? It's your fault. You there and try my pride and joy and join fix map. Yeah, we need to put fix map on this Discord so that Lego can spam everyone to go check on the Discord. Yep, my class started. I will join tomorrow. Send my friend the request that Gaming friend 58583. Bye. Okay. What's your favorite kind of coffee? That's a good question. This is my favorite kind of coffee. I go straight for the caffeine, you know. It's also a good kind of coffee because where is it? Wait. It's a really good coffee because of oh no, I don't have it in this one. Pretty sure it used to have it. What did they change the mix or something? Calcium. Again, I don't know. I don't think it has it. I was gonna say because creatine, and then I have my. You like the rooms cozy, right? Even when they're working out, it's cozy. This is cozy too, isn't it cozy? Lego Geek. Yeah, see you. Bye, everyone. Bye. Take care. Play. Let's play. You go, man. That's super cool. Thank you, Eclipse. All right, let's do it. Let's play. Whatever. I guess we're not gonna do this, which is the whole point of today's stream. The whole point, you know. I guess we're not gonna do. Let's play. Let's go right now. All of us, let's join. Let's join the lobby. If you're just there and you're lurking and you haven't joined, this is the time. Okay, this time I'll actually wait for everyone to join. And we'll do this. Where's my keywords? Played. I made a skill called Gang Gang, and it's Cloud talks to me like a gangster. Why would you do? Does it say any bad words? Because if it doesn't, I want to try it like on stream. To be like, I will not make that BS app. Make it yourself. Wait. I saw your Instagram. I see. I saw. All right. What, you guys joined the wrong lobby. Rajun is not ready. I'm gonna make a new lobby. I'm gonna call it this one. Guys, it's this one. This is the lobby. This one. Whoever chooses the CC is gonna have the chance to have 2 trinkets. All right, guys, are you joining? Are we doing this? Are we gonna play? Eclipse. Mingyan. Eclipse joined. We got 3 people. We got 3 people so far, including me. I feel like what's it called? Like those people like trying to sell fish. Auctioneer, like an auctioneer. 1 second to go. 1 second. 2 second. 3 seconds to go. 4. 4 second. 5. 5 seconds. I'm gonna count down from 5. Oh, Meme Gyan is down. 5. 4. I can't even. If you guys aren't ready, there's no point to the countdown. 3, 2, 2. Jamilio, come on, make my 1. 1, yeah. Why would I even initiate a countdown if I don't have that control? Okay, we are ready, and we're all different skin colors, which means we can all actually see what's going on. Let's go. I got that from Jamilio. He's my IRL friend. That's a term, IRL, in real life. He had a phase. He was like, let's go. I was like, huh, what would you? And now it's stuck in my head. Thank you. Yes, a lot of bad words. I can't do that. There's a lot of bad words. Mimgyan is typing fast. Today, Mimgyan's the one. Kala. Process. Flame. Spellbound. Warlock. Crusade. I took the heart. Guys, if you have armor, like, buff us. Yes. We got CC. Who has armor? Does anyone have the buff skill? Eclipse, you're the one with the buff skill. Eclipse, you need to type /BUFF whenever you're ready. I casted the Yalla and just destroyed everyone. I'm gonna type it in the chat in case you have 2 monitors and you can see. Like this, Eclipse buff /BUFF buff. Give us an armor, all of us. I'm pretty sure that's your type. Thunderclap. Come on, come on. Nice, good use of poof. I poofed them. Okay. That's because I'm the damage guy. Jamilio, I think your damage also, Jamilio. Halberd. Buff belongs to someone. Try slash and then CC. Shield. Maiden. Whirlwind. Okay, I did the yellow. In the bottom left, it says what your ability is. Mimgyan casted CC. Bottom left, it shows you. Ah, you're right. You don't have the buff. Alright, guys, look. I have one more poof, and we're already at level 7. So focus, because if we don't make it here, if I have to use my poof here, we're not going to make it to the next level. We're simply not. Strong. Hold. Use your abilities and let's do it. Ooh, Jamilio, you got yellow. Finally, you're starting to use it. Jugger. Not. Iron Heart. 60-second cooldown. On. Slot. Spellbound. Oh my god, we might actually win. Juggernaut. Actually, finally, guys, teamwork. I'm just sitting here explaining things. I have a yalla. Should I use it? Should I use it? I don't think I should use it. Alright. Listen, Eclipse. I'm gonna self-sacrifice a heart for you. Which means I'm gonna trigger heart and then send it to you. Okay? Heart. Yalla. Let's go. I sacrificed. I gave you a heart. I need you to focus. Because the more we are, the better chances we have. Berserker. Cataclysm. Warmonger. Juggernaut. Onslaught. Executioner. Poof. I poofed. I poofed. Guys, focus. We're on level 9. Battlement. Alright. This is the final level, and I have no poofs. And I don't think anyone else is a high enough level to have a poof. Guys, this is the final level. I have 20 seconds before my yella. Jimmy will save it for the right time, I guess. Devastate. Juggernaut. Stronghold. Battlement. I was this close to doing the yella. I was this close. My bad, guys. I was just talking so much ish about Eclipse, and then I ended up being the one to let us down. My bad. GG. GG. I like the game. Well done, dude. Thank you. Thank you. There's gonna be so many trinkets. I can't wait. I have so many ideas for this. I'm trying to build right now just the foundation. The trinkets, there's like a barter economy situation that's gonna happen once I make this better, where you can go and like put things on the table, switch with people. I don't like how it looks now. It'll look a lot better. But those are the abilities. You'd set up a loadout, and then you go ahead and collect the different trinkets, and obviously depending on the type that you are, like there's yellow, there's buff, and there's a CC. Those are the only 3 types that there are, different skins. Depending on the type of skin, you're allowed to use certain trinkets and not allowed to use others. And some trinkets will have double, like they can be used by more than one type. You know, we're gonna create a meta. Like this is gonna be a full new format. You know what I'm saying? I think it's working. I think it's working. It worked well enough that I got 2 GGs in a row for the first time this entire time that I've been building this game. I accidentally hit my keyboard. This guy jumped over here. It's the first time I got GG, like in the chat. That means it felt like a game. That's something. That's really something. Yeah. All right. 7:40. I think I'll wrap up. I will wrap up. That was a good stream. Thank you guys for joining. It really is looking good. This is the first time where I post, and because I've tried posting a lot. Like I've tried YouTube channels on YouTube channels on YouTube channels, and it's never been easy in terms of like energy to do it. I was always like, it took a lot, it was draining. And I just really like cameras and videos and, you know, making things and creativity, that vibe, to be a creator, right? That I just pushed through it and I was like, let's do the work, right? But this is different. Like this is fun. Like I just have this here. I'm just here anyway. It's fully set up. That the more I stream, the more energized I feel, if I'm being honest with you. Like I'm becoming more and more excited to make videos. stream them, they become videos. And we're getting places like this is nice. We've got subscribers. Look. Wait, not this one. This is the YouTube backend. Look. It took a lot of work to get to like 100 subscribers. Probably like 100 videos of trying really hard, high quality kind of videos. And I spent too much time on each video. It just wasn't working. The stream thing, on the other hand, like people are just subscribing. I think this is what I should have done in the first place. And I have you guys to thank for like letting me see how fun this can be. So genuinely, like I'm not just saying it, thank you. I mean it. Like thank you. Like for joining, stopping by, just doing things with me. It means a lot. You and me almost same subs. Yeah. How many subs? Wait. I said yeah, and then I was like, wait, why did I say yeah? That doesn't make any sense. I see. It was a nice stream, thanks. Thank you. What are your videos? Really quick before I leave. Meme. Again. YouTube channel. 138 subscribers. We got 53 videos. Oh. Oh, look at you. Oh. What is this? What are you putting on your channel here? What's what is this meme Gyan? What what are you into? What is this meme Gyan? Nah, this is your picture. This is you. You've been commenting. This is clean. This is clean. Guys, it's orange. It's only yellow because my HDR is on and there's like issues. These thumbnails look nice. I'm telling you, bro, go live. I went down this road of trying to make really high quality. This is nice. Unfiltered roast, spicy gallian. Okay. Definitely main case, like reviews, stuff, commentary, I'm assuming. That's nice. Alright, guys. Now my content is roast. Okay, I see. And that, too, it might be. Alright. Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining. Meme Gyan. Check out his channel, his roast channel also.